Kia ora, boss. My name is Yacobreaker, and let me just start by saying this is not scripted at all. I just feel like I have to say this. A lot of you know that I used to swim, and I don't know why I'm starting with that as the worst possible start I could do in this scenario. But I was swimming for 12 and a half, almost 13 years, and then it got taken away from me by glandular fever. I'm not proud of it in the slightest because of what it is. What it is its medical name is glandular fever. Its street name, I guess you could call it, is and I hate myself because of it's the kissing syndrome. You get it. You get diagnosed by it by hooking up with someone who you get it by hooking up with someone a lot. And I'm not happy about that in the slightest. And that for me stopped my swimming career. Glandular fever stopped my swimming career when I was 17 and a half. I've been swimming for almost my entire life. I mean, I'm 20, and I don't remember the time before swimming because a lot of it was just like there was school and there was like preschool and shit like that, and I hang out with family a lot. I don't know the fine details about it. It's all a blur right now. Because I was young when I started swimming is when I remember what happened when I started swimming. The reason I'm going off about this, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, is because over the last couple of days, actually, I've seen an incredibly small increase in subscribers. I'm not saying that's a bad thing in the slightest. All I'm saying is that I noticed that in the year 2014, I did not have a single change in subscribers. I know that sounds shocking. It's not when you're a small YouTuber, by hobby, as I am. But it's because I was on and off every couple of weeks. I got an increase in 3 subscribers in the last 6 days. Now, that's not because of me shouting out, "Hey, can you subscribe to my channel?" I don't like doing that. I did that when I started, just so I could get people watching me, and then from that I had 3 people, my cousin and 2 of my best friends, and from that I now have 14 subscribers. It's become 4 times as much as it was, which to me means the world. For those of you who don't know, and this is very hard for me to talk about in public because I've been in denial about it for almost 2 years now. When I broke up with my girlfriend in November, my last girlfriend, I won't say her name, I'm not that type of person. When I broke up with her at the end of high school because we were going separate ways, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I will be honest, I thought I was going to be with her for a while, and then my family didn't like her because of her mindset, and I eventually found out what it was when I stopped thinking like a boy and started thinking about what can I benefit out of us still being together? Can I see a family coming out of this? And the honest question was no, because of who she was and what her mindset was. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to say any more at all. I don't want to target this one person, because some people who are subscribed to me know who it is. throughout the year of 2013, I went to uni for a year, and at Unitech for sport and health science, and I wanted to become many things. I wanted to become a biologist to start with before I even went to uni, and then I realized that I couldn't do it with the traveling. I didn't have my license. I've only recently gotten my learners, so take that out of the question. And then I wanted to become a psychologist so I could understand the mentality of people like my last girlfriend, and try to come to a point where I can understand and solve problems. But that ended up shaking through as well, because I just was in the right mindset, because in 2013, in about February, I became very, very depressed, and no one knew about it, not even my mum and dad. I'm one of the fortunate people who have been diagnosed, I guess, by depression. Some people do ridiculous things and cut their arms, and as you can see, I've got no scars on me. There are a few, but that's from incidents that I can't stop. Like, I got attacked by a shark when I was young. Not attacked, but like bitten. I was trying to be cool and unhook a shark when I was like 8, and that resulted in that little mark there. Just a small shark, but I mean, I was even smaller than that shark. It was like 3 feet long, and I was short, very short, at like 7 and 8. The only scars that I technically have are my tattoos, and I'm extremely proud of that. My condition was eating. I loved to eat when I was swimming, but the difference was, in swimming I could burn it off in a day because of the vigorous training that we had. But when I stopped swimming, I didn't stop eating like a swimmer. I ate 6 to 8 times, maybe 9 times a day, and the weight just packed on. Recently I went to the doctors a couple of months ago because I developed a rash in the innermost part of my leg that is very close to my pelvis, and it makes it very uncomfortable to run around. And I went to go see him to see what I could do about it, and he gave me some pointers. He gave me some cream that I have to use on it every day. That's not a problem. The problem was that the last time I went to see him, apart from a couple of months ago, was when I was 17 and I weighed 76.8 kilograms. It's like that's like 160, maybe 165, 67, somewhere around there in pounds. And when I went to go see him a couple of months ago, he said, like, this isn't right. You weigh 99 kilos. That's an increase in about 23 kilos in the span of 2 years. And that wasn't the case. I told him that, like, well, actually, when I was at uni, I weighed about 120 because when I left swimming, I gained about 40 kilos just from eating. I just wouldn't stop eating because that would make me happy. Just eating, and it was eating fatty food. Like things like cheese toasties, pizzas, burgers, fish and chips, large amounts of pasta with like cheese and bacon and spaghetti and noodles. I love noodles. I'd have anywhere between 4 and 6 a day. And I know it's not healthy in the slightest, but it was what I would do to make me happy. And when I went to go see the doctor, he said, when I went to go see him, he told me that that dramatic increase of weight should have killed you. I don't know anybody that I know that has been told that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to die soon. At a young age. I know as you get older, it will happen. But it just happens. But I'm 20. I'm almost 21, and he said it. And my doctor said if you kept on eating, you'd be dead in the next 10 years. And originally, I laughed. I couldn't believe it because I wasn't healthy, but I was active. I was active at the gym. I was active both in cardio and in weights. I was very active in weights more than cardio, but we'll ignore that fact. And yeah, he said that I'll be dead before I turn 30, and that to me was and that was only a couple of months ago, and that was the point where I was like, what am I doing? I'm glad I stopped, but I should never have gained that 40 kilos to start with because of my eating, because I was drowning over the fact that I could have done something different. The reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm saying this is because in the last couple of days, I've said this earlier and I kind of drifted from it. In the last couple of days, I've had 3 people subscribe to my channel, and normally it would be people I know, and they would ask like, "Hey, I've been watching Yacobreaker. Is that you?" Like, yeah, it's me. It's like, oh, cool. I like what you do. I'm just gonna subscribe and just let you know that I like what you do, and that meant everything to me. There is nothing I can do to repay the little things that people like the guy I ran into did. And like the people who subscribe to my channel, what you've done, I can't repay it all. Because of you, I feel not needed, not wanted, but appreciated. And I haven't felt that for more than 4 or 5 years, outside of family, of course. I haven't felt that from anybody outside of family in years. It's something that I get very emotional about. I'm doing the best I can not to bawl into tears, because then I'll be here for half an hour, 45 minutes at least. Like now it's already 13 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm going to try and end this with the next couple of minutes. What you've done, when I started my channel 2 years ago, it's because I wanted to just game and then put it up on YouTube to see if it would make a reaction. And at the beginning it didn't, and then I asked around my mates and said like, can you just watch this and tell me if you think it's funny? And they watched it and it wasn't a bawling out funny, but it was a type of laugh, and I thought like, you know what, that's better than nothing. I'm quite happy with that. And it went from 3 people that I knew. It was my cousin and 2 of my best friends in high school, and it turned into 14 people. Now it's not a lot, but it means everything to me. I don't know what I'd do without the support of what people like my good buddy Rage Gamer Tim has commented on my videos more than anybody else. And what he says really makes my day, because it's always something positive, and he always makes me feel like I'm being appreciated. And I'm glad that I met him on YouTube, and I'm really hoping to meet him in person if I ever get to travel at all. I'm just gonna turn it down again. But I'm extremely grateful for people subscribing to my channel, because I was in a very dark place. If I didn't, as I said before, if I didn't escape that dark place of me eating, I would be dead. I should be dead. Out of the amount of weight I've put on in the last 2.5, 3 years, I put on more than 40 kilos. That's not right. It is not right for a young male to put on 40 kilos in the span of 2.5, 3 years. But what you guys have done, subscribing to my channel, means the world to me, like you never understand. Thank you so much. I know it's not a big number, but you have changed everything that I think about, even just in common days. And I apologize, I've been rambling for 16.5 minutes almost, but it's just something I felt I needed to say. Because people have asked me, like, what happened to you? You lost your passion for swimming. Why? And that made me feel like shit. And this is why. Some people who ask me are subscribed. Most aren't. And I'm not saying, I'm not upset about that. It's their choice if they want to subscribe to me or not. But that's why, and that's why I started this, because I needed a place to escape, and YouTube was always the place. I'm so thankful for everything that you guys have done. Watching my videos, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, and recommending different games for me to play. It means the world to me. But I'm going to stop now before I continue rambling, so I've been going for 17 minutes and 24-ish seconds by now. So thank you guys so much. I can keep saying that, and it will never lose its meaning. Thank you. You have changed my life in the smallest of ways, but it has made me, it has changed me in a huge way that no one will understand. So thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow for another video. Ka kite no. Thank you guys.